Hello everyone and welcome to Great Deltan. Today is part 2 of the station build, which will focus on the front of the main building and the interior. This will be a much shorter video than the previous part 1 due to there being a lot less to do. I'll quickly go over what I have drawn out here and then we'll move on quickly. So this is the road here, which then circles around all of the way to the cutout in the town scene, and then branching off this road will be a drop-off zone and several bus stops. So you see we'll have the taxi area here and up here and down the side, and then this will be a central zebra crossing going across several bus stops to a pavement which then goes to the road. This is a similar layout to Milton Keynes Central but much smaller. And then at the front we have a forecourt with a pavement and a couple of planters to make things look a bit nice. Over here we have 3 bike shelters and bike racks. And then what will be here will be the main building, and that is the footprint for it. And then down here we come to platform level. In preparation for this I have lined all of this with the Metcalf retaining walls. I just need to put some coping stones on the top of them. That cutout there will be for an elevator shaft down to the car park level. I'm going to have to move some of these electrics, so we'll get on with that at another point. This entire section is removable so I can get to the track for maintenance and cleaning, as it is quite open to the elements in here. So it also makes it a bit easier for me to paint things and get to things. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to paint the road and all of the tarmac for the station drop-off area, and then I will rejoin you again once that is completed. So I'll probably go over that with another layer, as you can quite finely see all the black marker pen underneath there. But once that's done, I'll do the cycle lanes on either side of the road, and then once that's finished, the next stage will be to do the pavements. All of these areas, it will give the foundations for the station building, and then we'll have all the bus stops as well. Now, similarly to the town scene, I'm going to be using the Metcalf paving slab sheets. I find these just quite easy to use, and they're not too bad in terms of realism, as they do include some weathering effects, but they're just quite easy for what I'm going to need them for. So that'll be the next job. I'll get on with that and I'll join you back when that's all finished. I've taken it out of its usual position for ease of access and to work on. I've stuck all the pavements down, I've painted the road, I've done the cycle paths which just need a little bit of neatening up, and then I've started on this grassy area at the back, which is just going to be some sort of overgrown area at the back of the station, not really maintained very well. What you see here is going to be a couple of flower beds to make the station look a bit more presentable. And then obviously we've got the bus stops in the middle here. Now what I'm going to do next are all of the road markings. For the cycle paths I've just got to border them in some white lines like I have done in the town area. And then for the rest of it I have these road markings from Scale Model Scenery, the self-adhesive ones. So I'll have some bus stops, some one-way arrows, and then obviously white lines here and there. Taxi grids. So we'll get on with that next, and then that'll be the road sort of finished, and then we can move on to the details elsewhere. Hello and welcome back. I've stuck all of the details that I can onto the road. These are all these Scale Model Scenery vinyl transfers. They come as a multi-pack of yellow and white, and they're quite good, to be honest. I did only have 2 bus stops, so I've left these 2 blank just as a yellow boxed area. I have also filled in these areas with some static grass, ready for some flowers for our flower beds, and the same at the back with the static grass. So the next thing to do really will just be to add all of the details everywhere. There's not really any particular order. Now that the base, pavements and road is all done, I have no sort of order I'm going to follow. I'm just going to stick the details in as I want. And I'll show you what details I have. First of all, we have the zebra crossing kit from Gauge Master. I'm just using this for the flashing beacons, as I have already done the zebra crossing with the vinyls. Next we have some people, some detailed people, and I shall integrate these in with the less detailed bulk people for a bit of variety and a bit more population. These here are some nano LEDs by Layouts for You, and I'm going to use those to light up the bus stops, which I'll show you in a sec. Next we have some lampposts which will be surrounding the station front and forecourt, and I'll also put some of these around the bike rack area. We've got some vehicles just to populate the area. We've got some buses and taxis, as it is primarily for those vehicles, this area, and then some vehicles for the road as well. A couple of benches and a telephone box. I've got 2 light up cars from Layouts for You, which I'll have parked in one of the parking bays, and then we have some foliage that I can use for the flower beds, and then 2 sets of the Falla bus stop and bike rack set. So you get 2 bus stops in each one, and then you get some bike racks and some bikes. So I'll get on with all this and we'll see how it looks when that's all finished. And there we have it, it's all finished now. The only thing I might do is these bike racks at the back. I've only got the basic bikes which come off the sprue of the Falla kit, so I might paint them. I'll have to paint the tyres and the saddles on as well. But other than that, everything's worked out okay. I have one lamppost which doesn't work for some reason, I'm not sure why, but I quite like the flashing effect of the zebra crossing. The scene looks busy and it looks very detailed, so it paints the way to start the station building next in part 3. So once again, thank you for watching. I'll leave you with a couple of photographs of the scene, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.